Yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Underrated, mate.
Young, black, and gifted. We do it for the culture.
This is the Young Black and Gifted podcast, and I'm your faithful, dedicated host, Underrated, and I'm back again. I'm always here, but I'm back again. And this time, man, this one is special, man. I like this right here. This is my first time doing this, and I think that this is a great opportunity. This is innovative. I've never seen anything like this, and I think it's a great opportunity not only to for our viewers to have certain insight as far as what's going on and what's happening with our youth programs, but it also gives this youth football program in particular, it gives them the spotlight, man. I love these guys, man. I was just telling them before we started, I said anytime that I've reached out to them, anytime I was ready to go, they've always been prepared. They always ready to go. And we get right to it. And that's one of the things I love, especially trying to create content. So without further ado, man, we got the formerly the 11U, but now the 12U WolfPack, man. What's going on with y'all?
Ain't nothing, thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So first, let's just start by introducing yourselves, man. Let's let the people know who y'all are. You know, y'all know what to do, and then we'll get into my segment.
Coach Tom, assistant coach to my man Shiz, defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
I got a son who play quarterback.
Yes, sir.
That's my son Tom.
Word. Who else we got up there?
What's going on, y'all? Coach Q, offensive coordinator.
Sorry, yo.
His name is Lil Q. Number one, plays running back. That's my guy. Shout out to him.
Word.
Hey, I'm up next. It's Coach Mott, offensive line coach. My son is also on the team, number 94 DN, and we here to stay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who else is up there, man? Who else we got chilling up there? Who else up there?
And Mrs. Beverly herself, Team Mom Stacy, number 19, bounces my son, O-line.
Hey y'all, I'm Lex, team I'm Lex. My son is number 0.
Word.
0. Speak good
Word.
on my son.
So we got the coaches up there and we have the team moms up there. Again, like I was saying, Shiz, shout out to Shiz. I just did an interview with Shiz, and I also had the opportunity to do some of the players from the team. And then after that, Shiz came to me with this opportunity right here. And I think it's a great opportunity to be, like I said, for the world to get to know y'all, and it gives an insight and a better perspective about some of the things that's going on and just how you guys operate. So without further ado, I want to get into some of these questions, right? So my first question for you, right, being as though you all have children, that's the common interest for you guys being involved with the football team. Tell me, what's some of the challenges that you may face between parenting and also your duties, whether it's coach or team mom? What's some of the challenges y'all face?
Making sure you don't overdo it with your child. Being as though we're all coaches and we, expect hard work and dedication, things like that of that nature from our athletes. We kind of put it on our kids a little bit, a little bit harder to make sure they stand out to do those type of things, make sure that the team falls in line with those kind of, I guess, attributes. Because
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I can pick you back. You talking about the balance. The balance is important. You know what I mean? Because I know my coaches know with parenting and coaching, that's just a fine line. You got kids. So I know me personally, I like to separate it. You know what I mean? I don't even let my son call me dad on the field. I'm coach.
Yes, sir.
You get back home, I'm dad. So it's a fine line. It's a balance because you don't want anybody to feel like you're playing these 2 words, daddy ball. A lot of that going on, so the balance is important.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna share some experience and like some observations with y'all, but we'll do that a little bit later. But what you said kind of like played into one of the observations I've had. So yeah, I can see that though. I can see that for sure.
And going off the 2 testimonies of my fellow coaching staff. As far as being a parent, I'm constantly teaching and constantly talking to my son about on and off the field. The role
Mm-hmm.
of a child and the role of a player on and off the field is so important. But I don't want to
Yes, sir.
overwhelm. So it's a fine line of trying not to give too much, but give enough that he gets it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and
What about? Okay,
I think
let's
with
go.
us is the nurturing part. Um,
Mm.
this my sister. Me and her, we nurturers. And we go back and forth with the coaches. That ain't no baby. That's my baby, though. So it's constant. Stop babying him. Stop babying him. We wiping
Mm-hmm.
boo boos and like we doing all that stuff. So sometimes we gotta cut it off from the nurturer, try to be the nurturer and try to handle business. Like this is the
Mm-hmm.
business thing. We ain't going to work with y'all. Y'all go to
Mm-hmm.
work. Y'all do what y'all do, and we do what we do afterwards.
Yeah,
Word.
I feel the
Word.
same way. I feel like during the game or during practice, they belong to the coaches. But that little bit of sideline work is when I'm a real quick,
Good.
But I do give all my trust to the coaches, so I have to be blinded by some things that they may say or may not
Mm.
say, or the aggressiveness. I gotta, take it to the chin when it comes to son.
Mm. Mm. Okay. And so let me ask y'all this. Like, would y'all like how would you say like maintaining that balance has been? Is it would you say is it like I asked this question with the kids, but would you say it's been easy or would you say it's like a challenge maintaining that balance on a consistent basis?
I think it's easy.
I think it's easy because they don't pay us no mind. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easy because of the coaches. I think the coaches make it more comfortable for us as moms to give our sons to them. So it'd be like, all right, yeah, Tom said it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's
even
just it.
yeah, I think like even if it's a disagreement, if I be like, all right, come here, T. They no, time, no, we ain't doing that today.
Yeah,
Not
and
today,
then you got to
Steve.
just sit there and be quiet and let them handle it. Like, we ain't
Mm-hmm.
losing, number one.
Right. Right. Word. Word. What would y'all say, coaches? Like, has it been challenging, or would you say it's like easy maintaining that balance?
For our side, me personally, it can be challenging and it can't be challenging. 'Cause it's like I don't want to go too hard for the fact that I'm a coach and not have them understand that I'm also his parent. Like sometimes I don't even like dealing with my own son because of that. But I deal with
Mm.
and vice versa. Like I deal with his son more.
Okay.
It makes that easier when I can send him off to another coach and not have to deal with my personal feelings about what he did or did.
Mm.
So
And you know he gonna still get what he required, what he did, what he
and
need in that moment.
I
Word. I
follow
like that.
what the mom said. I got full trust in my coaches when it comes to my kid. I don't have to be there at all and know that he's going in the okay shape.
That's fine. I like that. I like that.
Definitely for sure. Piggyback off of them, the trust thing and the open communication. I think with all of us, tight knit group. So not even just on the football field, on the outside aspect, we hang out, we chill, we do all that. Where
We a family.
they get this kind of
Mm.
comfortability with us as men and as fathers
Mm-hmm.
and as role models, where they be like, you know what, I could deal with this, and I trust the decisions that they're gonna make with my kid. So
Word.
it's 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 easy to be honest with you. I think it's been easy.
Word. Word.
They,
Okay.
I think for myself is I'm a stickler, man. I'm hard. I'm
Mm-hmm.
down. I'm gritty because that's how I was taught. There was
Mm-hmm.
something that was told to me that I need to change. I need to do some things different. And in this Ramblers organization, I'm able to do that, which is let my guards down, let the team moms teach, let the coaches coach, and trust that I don't always have to be there. I always have to say something in my way. But I'm always constantly preaching and teaching to my son to get it because I want him to get it. But when I don't get it my way, it becomes challenging. So I'm learning. I'm learning how to step
Mm-hmm.
back and not
Word.
say too
Word.
much, allow the teaching will take place to development. So I'm there.
I like that. I heard one of the team moms say, I didn't see who it was, but y'all said we a family. And even for me as an observer, you get that feeling. I can observe that about you guys, that you guys are a family. You know what I mean? From the team moms to the coaches to the players. Even when the kids sat up there and I interviewed them, they were like, the chemistry was there. It was there. You know what I mean? So, and I'm getting the same feeling here. So I like that about y'all, man. I like that. That was some good stuff. My next question is, what goals and or standards do you set for your children on and off the football field?
High, flat out. Only because I'm going to follow whatever you want to do. I don't care if you want to play football tomorrow or return and become computer science. If that's what you're going to do, you're going to go for it. Like there is no lay low for it. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. So train extra hours, or read extra, flunk, whatever it takes to be the best at it. That's what I want. Here.
Word.
So I think on my end, the loyalty and applying yourself for this football stuff right here, it's important when we try to rub that on down to our kids. It's it's a lot of bouncing around, kids going ahead because the teams is winning and doing all this stuff like that. But you ain't teaching the kid no life lesson. You teaching them that it's cool to jump around and do all that stuff like that, rather than build it up from the mud and build it up with your crew that you got. So the loyalty and then applying yourself. Once you're loyal to something, now you're gonna apply yourself. I'm gonna give you 150%. So now working on your craft, working on plays, all that stuff like that, that falls in line with that. So them two things right there, it's critical.
I like that. I like that. What about you, Coach Mont? What's some of the goals and standards you set for your son on and off the field?
I'm hard. The same.
Okay.
You want to do this, we're gonna get right at it. I'm gonna give you the tools to be the best football player on the field. But off the field, you have to be the best also. You have to be the best student. In the janitorial business, when you got to be the best at that until you become a doctor. You have to know what you really want to do to be the best. And you can't go against that. So it can be loyal back to you. I'm a pusher about honor. Honor what your father and your mother say do. So it can come back golden because there's other people watching. You might have that 94 jersey on you in the store, but you're stealing something or you're picking something up that don't belong to you or you're calling somebody a name. So I like to push to be mindful. And on top of that, with the other teammates, that I remind them, just be mindful about what you're doing because it will come back on you, if it's good or if it's bad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What about you, Team Miles? What's some of the goals and standards we got set for the boys?
Well, for me personally, I always tell my son, whatever you decide to do, whatever you're going to do, mommy got you. I don't care if you don't play. You better be your brother's biggest cheerleaders on that side. You better be rooting. You better be giving them water. You better be making sure they got their back. When they run down for the touchdown, you running right down the line with them. You paying attention. I don't care what goes on. This is where you going to be. This is home. You take care of home. You do everything in your power that you can do physically. And can't nobody else ask nothing else from you. And mommy gonna be there right beside you.
Word. I like that. I like that.
Mm.
What about you, Lex?
Look at things like as long as son is being son. Like, don't change who you are because you not on the field or because you in the streets or because you at school. As long as you are you. Be you on the field, be you in school. And that's being respectful. That's being responsible. That's being ready for whatever coming your way. So just as long as you got that respect level, you won't get respect wherever you go. Like Sadar got respect on the field. He got respect off the field. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He just him. So hold your stand-ups high. Like, that's you that gotta hold your standards up high. Like, make a name for yourself and then walking up your own shoes that you made.
I like that, y'all. That was some good stuff, man. That was fire. I like that. My next question is, what's the toughest part and the most enjoyable part of what you do?
Dealing with them coaches. The toughest
That
part of this job is dealing with them. Oh my goodness. I couldn't wait till that question came up until you asked me that. I couldn't wait. Dealing with them is the toughest.
okay.
Like I'm just playing. That's
Yeah.
the easy.
It would have to be bittersweet because, like I said, that y'all like a family. I mean, that same things happen in family. Sometimes you on opposite sides of the field when it comes to things, but y'all always find a way to make the meet up somewhere in the middle. You feel me?
No,
Like, yeah, I get it.
honestly, I can say the toughest part is trying to get um I don't know, I don't want to say it wrong, but trying to
Mm-hmm.
get people that's not in the circle to
Mm-hmm.
understand the goal that we
Mm-hmm.
trying to have. We
Okay.
started as a team. We started as a winning team and our league.
Yes.
We supposed to
Okay.
lose as a team and we supposed to finish as a team. When we lose together. When we win together. That's the hardest thing to me, trying to get everybody to jump on board. That we're not going to win all the time. And we're not going to lose. We're going to play harder teams. We're going to play tougher teams. Because one thing I can say, Lucky, you never did was back down from anybody that wanted to play us. So
Mm.
that's just what we do. So I feel like when you try to get everybody on the same note, that becomes difficult when you have people that don't align with what you got going on and
Okay.
what we have for the boys. Because
Mm-hmm.
none of us, I can say, none of us is selfish. We all put
Mm-hmm.
these boys before any of us. Like we've been put these boys before our households. We done stayed up late. We done game planned together. We done cried together. We done fought together. But it's all it's all for the better good of them.
Mm. Okay. That was fire. I like that. Okay. So what would you say? What would you say like the more enjoyable part of it? Like outside of that being like one of the toughest parts. What would you say your favorite part of this is?
Building and bonding. It's the
Mm.
aftermath. It's the thing that other people don't see, but they don't need to see because that's for us.
Mm.
Like it's the family meals. It's the 4 o'clock in the morning conversations on the phones. It's the, like she said, late nights. It's all it. The meal preparations. It's eating together. It's supporting
Mm.
off the field. Like, this ain't just about football. If I could call Coach Tom to come to a play, Coach Tom
Mm-hmm.
coming to a play. He gonna come watch the kids. Not even my
Mm-hmm.
son, my daughters. You
Mm-hmm.
get what I'm saying? It's like it
Mm.
goes beyond that because we are family. So that's just the greatest thing.
That's fire.
Especially if you have role models. Like, our coaches are role models. Like, it's beyond football. That's just the greatest thing to me. It's beyond football. When you can make something, you start off as something and it grows.
Mm-hmm.
That's love.
That's fire. I like that. I like that, man. And it speaks to everything that you guys are. Even for somebody like myself with an outside perspective, everything that you say it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Um, what would y'all say, coaches? Like, what would y'all say has been the toughest part of this? You guys being a coach and or being a father of one of the players, and what's your most enjoyable part about it?
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think that just going with the most enjoyable part, seeing a plan come together. We've been grinding all week trying to get these things in the offense and the defense, and it come together on game day, and it looked like we've been doing it all year. So, like, I think that's
Mm.
the beautiful part of it. Just seeing that when we teaching, they actually learn.
Word. I like that, y'all. What about you,
Yeah, I
Tom?
mean, for me, one of the most, I would say, non-enjoyable thing that you gotta regulate is the outside noise from parents or other teams, other coaches, or just parents that don't want to be on the same program. as the coaches and the team. Like that's one of the things I wish that we could kind of figure out a little bit better. But a lot of parents have their own personal aspects on how they think we should coach, how they think we need to
Mm-hmm.
just deal with their individually, where we working on team stuff and they don't want to be a part of the program. So that's one of the things that I kind of try to shy away from. Like Stacy said, like I'm the type of coach that I'm gonna stop playing people with mine if it ain't part of the
Mm-hmm.
program of what we trying to do right now. So
Okay,
I think
I'm with you.
that's one of the big things on my end. One of the
Mm-hmm.
most enjoyable things is seeing a kid that doesn't normally get a lot of playing time, that doesn't normally do too well in game situations, and when they get into the game, they actually make something happen. Like you can see me, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell certain kids on our team, man, that's what you're supposed to do. I'll tell
Yeah,
Zero, what
yeah,
you supposed to do that. I tell
yeah,
Nine, you supposed to do that. But then I
yeah.
get a kid that he get a chance, and I've been riding him all week. Coach Tom hollering at me, grinding me up. And he go out there and make a play. Oh man, I'll be ready to piss my pants, bro. That joint is good.
Excited, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Word.
Hey,
What's up, Coach
listen,
Mike? What you got?
it's when you bring me that green kid, that parent, bring me that kid that can't do nothing, never learned, never stepped on the field before, and to teach him, and not only be able to teach him, but that the parent trusts that we can teach him how to play football. The enjoyment of it all is when, like Coach Tom said, when he hits the field and he can hold his
Mm-hmm.
own, right? And that
Yes, sir.
joy moment is when the parents look with the smile and say thank you. And now we can continue
Mm,
to move forward. That's the joyful part. But before
that's
that,
fire.
it's all a trusting process because I'm hoping they believe that we can teach them, despite how they
Mm-hmm.
heard about
Right.
bringing that.
Word. Word. That's some good stuff, man. I like that, man. That's it really speaks to like not only um what your intent is, but it speaks to the kind of people that whether it's a parent, whether it's a player, it speaks to the kind of people that they're dealing with. And anybody that should watch this, whether they been a part of your program before or they thinking about being a part of your program, they should be sold with that kind of information, man. It's some great stuff. So tell me, y'all, I want to ask, right? So we kind of like touched on it a little bit earlier in our conversation. And we laughed about it. But I'm pretty sure it happens. I'm pretty sure there are circumstances where, let's say, the team moms or the coaches aren't on the same page, or we may not agree on a certain whatever it is, right? Nothing too deep, but I'm just saying whatever anything concerning the kids and or the team. I just want to know, like, what are the steps that you take? Because I know that again, we're a family here, so I know that y'all not just leaving anything hanging in the balances. If it's an issue, we gonna figure it out, right? So my question is, what are some of the things that you do, the coaches and the moms do, in order to make sure or to ensure that we're staying on the same page concerning anything with the boys and the players?
Me and Shiz argue.
Okay,
We
okay,
argue.
yeah.
Q and Tom say, man, ain't nobody dealing with that stuff. Let's be quiet. And then we vote.
We vote.
Mm. See,
It's
I was trying.
always
I love that. That's fire. Okay, yeah.
It's always me and Shiz. I think they call me the emotional one. It's always
Okay.
me and Shiz arguing. But
Mm-hmm.
that's my brother. So that's what we gonna do. Me and Shiz argue all the time. And
Mm-hmm.
then it takes for them, the reasonable ones, to
Mm-hmm.
be like, and then we vote.
Okay. What
Sure.
about you, Tom?
Yeah, I think on this end, like basically what Stacy said, usually everything start on with Shiz and Stacy. And then I'll be like, I hear it going on. I'm kind of like the reasonable one. I'm like, all right, look, man, we gotta hurry up and come to an answer. We gotta figure this out quick. and not prolonging it. So I'm kind of the one that try to avoid it, to try to find the common ground on both sides. So I'll say my piece and then be like, all right, what y'all think? I'll be like, all right, Lex, what you think? Stace, what you think? And then if they kind of, long as Lex and Stacy kind of agree to it, then I kind of remove myself, and then they can usually Q will fill in or Coach Miner fill in, and then Shiz would be like, all right, whatever, this is what we're going to do.
Word.
Whatever they want.
Okay, so and ultimately y'all end up coming up with a solution to whatever the issue is, right?
Yeah.
Always.
Word. What would you say, Coach Mott? How would you, like, from your perspective, like, what are your experiences been as far as like any issues that have presented themselves and how you guys have resolved them as a collective?
We're going to have to change the dialogue on this one because I'm a true believer on playing a green player. I don't care if he came yesterday.
Okay.
So if I get a guy, if I call him, I ain't going to say his name. I don't know if he hit now. And he won't look at me. But during the course of the game, he'll tell me why. Why I shouldn't bring this kid in at this point. If I get hit in the head by a guy named Coach Shiz, I won't do it. Because listen,
Get him.
because I'm not focused on my job. So a kid moved and did his own thing. Coach came and cracked me in my head, but I ain't look at the coach. I'm looking at the kid who didn't do his job. So the focus is this. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. We'll talk about it. We move on. And that's what we do. That's how we resolve issues. Coach John, what is it? This is the reason why, Coach. This is what I'm running. This is what we're running. But some way, somehow, if it's Coach Q helping me with it or not, we'll get that kid in that game some kind of way where we don't affect the team and we don't hurt the team.
I like that, man. Y'all got y'all got some good stuff, man. I like this, man. So look, do this for me, y'all. Walk me through like your average game day. Like what does the preparation and getting ready for the game consist of for each of you? Like whether it be the coaches, whether it be the team moms. What does that day look like from I guess waking up in the morning time all the way up to kickoff? What does that look like for y'all?
Wow, man. You want to start this one?
I'll go, yeah. I'll take this. Well, I know me, usually Saturdays, I have my daughter, so I wake up in the morning and I feed my daughter, I get her together. And then I put on my daughter's name is True. And for Father's Day, she bought me these socks with a face on socks. Every game day, I put those on.
Word.
Then I get suited and booted. Either Shiz got the radio or I got the radio. Bring the radio, get the young boy ready, make sure he got what he need, and turn my music on. So I'm an energy boy. I'm real energy. Like when you come in the games, everybody see me dancing and all that crazy stuff. I'm all about the energy. I gotta get my energy right. Then when I get to the field, I gotta get my youngest right. So we gotta turn the music on, and we gotta get loose. We gotta get active. You know what I mean? Be ready to play football.
Word. What would you say? Let me ask you this, Hassan. What through your observation, through your system, how you get yourself ready, how would you say like your energy has what kind of effect do you believe it has on your players, on your guys?
I mean, I think it affects them a lot because I've seen them where games where I ain't necessarily been my regular self, and I'm like mean mugging, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm locked in and I'm focused. But my kids so used to seeing me so energetic, they like, oh man, something is off. It ain't right. So I think my energy towards the kids is it play a big part. So if they see me upbeat, then they upbeat. They ready to get loose. I'm the coach that do all the dancing and all that stuff like that. So it play a big part where I seen it me be another way, and they looking at me like, damn, like it's dark out here. What's going on? Coach Tom act like regular Coach Tom.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What about? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's just what it is. You right.
Word. What about you, Coach Mott? Like, what does a game day prep consist of for you?
Madness.
Okay.
First of all,
Hold on. I got this pick. I got this one pick. I don't know if you ever saw it, but I got plenty of picks of y'all. So if I get the opportunity to share them with y'all, especially from the championship game, but I got you like squeezing you. I don't know if you was yelling or what, but you was squeezing the water bottle, and I caught the water at midway in the air, and you crushing the bottle in your hand. It's one of my favorite jaws I caught, man. Yep.
yeah. Hey, listen, since '02, it goes back to the playing days. You know, I don't sleep, so it starts with that. Having the
Mm-hmm.
son on the team, it's about getting him ready, getting him being able to be ready on his own, but getting him ready, the breakfast, getting to the field, and the madness of the collaboration of the team being on the level to be ready. That once they hit the field, it's all madness, it's all chaos. If it comes from uniform, I've been like this all my life. Uniforms got to be buckled to
Mm.
just preparation, because once we know preparation is everything, you have
Yes,
to
sir.
play this game because anything can happen. So that's my little view of my madness. And of course,
Mm-hmm.
if you see number 94 running from me, then I done etched it and I done got extra crazy. So you don't want no
Word.
part.
I would
So
go on the other side of the field.
parts, what you gonna do?
Word. That's good. What
That's
about you, Coach Q?
Man, I'm since the probably being up since 4. I done had 3 cups of coffee. I'm looking at football. Like game day still feel like I still play for. So it's like I still mentally want to be prepped on. Make sure that in a crucial situation, my mind flow isn't jamming. I'm ready to go. So I'm looking at football while I'm talking football all day until we get to the field. Half the time I'm lit anyway. But when I did it, I'm ready to go. So that's my mornings. My son be ready. I ain't got to worry about him anymore.
Mm. And y'all all of you, all the coaches, y'all all former players, right? Y'all all played at some point in y'all life, right?
yes.
Word. So yeah, okay, all right. That's some good stuff. What about y'all, team moms? What does game day look like for team moms as far as preparation and getting the guys ready to go look like?
I had my kids on game day.
Me before I
Oh, y'all got it. Okay.
we family. We a family.
They go with them.
They go with them. Okay, word.
Whatever they said.
So all right. Well, period. So tell me what it because all right. So what about throughout the course of the week? Like, is there anything that you do that you are implementing with your sons or the boys, period, throughout the course of the week to help them be prepared for the game, even if you don't have them physically on game day?
Me personally, I
Mm-hmm.
leave that to them.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
a I'm a over nurturer, I should say.
Mm.
Overly. I
Okay.
mean, anybody know me? Terrence, number 9
Balance.
bounce. That's my baby.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
my. I'm kissy faces. I'm over. So when it comes to game time,
Yeah.
every Friday, I'm going with Coach Tom. I'm going with Coach Shits. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I make sure the plans is in motion on Thursday. Like she
Mm-hmm.
cooking on game day morning. She cook breakfast. All right, I'll be
Mm-hmm.
over there in the morning. We make sure we get all the boys get the snacks together and make sure they have halftime snacks. Make sure the water and make
That's
sure
what I'm. Okay. Yeah. That type
everybody
stuff.
doing. Make sure everybody is doing what they supposed to do, doing their part. And then as far as the players, that's on them.
Weird. Okay. Again, I think the balance there, the fact that you say that you're that way, you call yourself an over nurturer, but I believe that you guys have the balance because, in a sense, we need hugs too. They necessary. We need hugs and kisses as young men. We need those too. So, the fact that you guys have that kind of balance within your program and your family, I think it definitely helps the young men for sure. So,
Yeah,
salute to
that's
y'all
how
for
I
that.
think. I think
Mm-hmm.
me and her. I don't think I could
Mm-hmm.
do this without her.
Because
Where?
I'm the aggressive one.
Uh,
She's going back for a
sit your
mouthpiece.
ass down.
She's going back for a mouthpiece. Me, you knew you should have had that mouthpiece. You ain't playing.
No,
Okay.
Now I'm stop me. We balance each other.
Okay.
If she's not here, I can honestly say it would not be the same. Like yes,
Okay.
like I can't do certain things without her, and she can't do certain things without me. We have to
Yin
we
and
have
yang,
to
you balance.
we have to piggyback, and then sometimes if I want to say something, or if something happened on my end and I can't say it, or it's not going to come out right with me, I got to get her to say it. Or if she can't say it, she got to be like, well, I can't say this, you got to be the one to deliver the message. I'm like, okay, I'll deliver the message. And some things that it's not meant for me to say, I have to go be like, Lex, I can't do this, can you do this for me? And she'd be like, yeah. When the coaches, they doing this, so this is what we gonna do. We try to handle all the business aspects. We try to let them just coach.
Right.
Y'all worry
Yeah.
about coaching.
That's fire.
We worry about
Yeah.
Behind the scenes. Yes.
Yeah.
behind the scenes, the business,
Okay.
the paperwork, the money. We make sure all that good. Y'all don't gotta worry about that stuff. Y'all just worry about coaching the kids and doing what y'all do.
Well, I'll say this: the fact that one, you guys identify what your rules are. You know your strengths. You know the areas that you might need to lean on your partner on. Like that, all that stuff plays into the success of what you guys have going on. So the fact that you guys are aware of it, and not only are you aware of it, you implement it in your day-to-days. I love that. I love that for y'all. That's fire. My last joint is talk to me about if y'all want to talk a little bit about this recent season, that's cool too. But I want to we pretty much in the off season. I want to know what some of your goals and expectations for yourselves and your team for next year.
Lineman, 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 lineman. But at the same time, no, just building off what we already got.
Mm-hmm.
Things that we've seen these kids grow to do that when they first got here, they weren't able to do or didn't have the confidence to do. So we just want to build on that. Getting kids to understand that doing stuff on your own matters. You know what I'm saying? That matters just because we here telling you the extra stuff to do. You need to be able to do that at home, especially if you say you got a game like you do. We just here to give it to you. You got to run it for yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
I think doing extra credit is something that we really want to install this year because we're becoming big boys more now. 12, 13, it's starting to get real now. So
Mm-hmm.
mentally, I think we just want to make sure that they're ready for this year coming up more than anything.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I like that. What you
So
got, Coach Tom?
I piggyback off of Q. The outside work, the outside work, putting that on our kids to make sure that outside of the 2 hours of practice or the game days that they working on their craft, and then also understanding the game a little bit more. When we getting at the age, you crossing over where a lot of kids is really maturing now.
Mm-hmm.
And going from this 11 to 12U, it's gonna be a big difference on your mental,
Mm-hmm.
how you really know the game based off of the position you play, how to read defenses, read offenses,
Mm.
like that. So those little things, that's what I want for our kids in this off season to come back and really understand that, yo, if I'm going through, if I got zero going through the four hole, my guard know that he got a seal on the back end, and then my tackle know he got to kick out to open the hole up. Like the little small stuff, the knowledge of the game. That's really what I want to see for our kids and work, not just coming to
Okay.
practice and doing 2 hours a week. No, when I go home, when I got some downtime, Mom, can you buy me a ladder so I can work on my footwork? Instead of you
Mm.
spending $20 at the store, so your mom spend that $20 that you got on the ladder, that's gonna make you get better. So
Mm.
the outside work.
Word. Word. I like that.
Yes, sir. Also, for me, is recruitment. Shout
Okay.
out to Chiz. He's done a wonderful job since he took over the program.
Sure.
Raising my son from since he was 5. Got kicked off the
Mm.
field a couple times, but he brought me in just to add some humor. But he's a good coach, and it's about recruitment, getting the kids that we need to make them better, stronger, and make them faster. That's what
Mhm.
coaching is all about. How do you make the team better from last time we hiked that ball to going into the regular season, from all the
Yes, sir.
training and all the lifting, everything that it takes to make them think on their own to play football. So that's where I'm at. I believe for my son is to push him to watch film and to get strong, and as well as the other coaches that's helping me. And I want to give a shout out to the other coaches that's helping me grow my son. I can say it as a proud father and that coach that I didn't do it all on my own. I had help from other coaches to make my son get to where he
Salute.
is. Yeah.
Love, love, love. What about y'all, Team Moms? What's some of the expectations, even if it's not considering the game and from that aspect, just from the things that you do involve yourself with and take care of on a daily basis as far as the team? What are some of your expectations and goals for next year?
I think expectations is putting it out there that we have expectations. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we need to set boundaries. We need to have more communication and tell the parents that this is what we doing. We either on board or we're not on board. Our goal is the
Okay.
kids. Our goal is
Okay.
finishing out the season like we always do. We always winner. And our goal needs to be where the kids is focused on us and not what's going on out there. Everybody else winning, everybody else losing, they don't got nothing to do with us because we the WolfPack. We worried about the
Mm,
WolfPack. That's what we worried about. Um,
mm,
we had a couple of great parents
mm,
that lined up with us,
mm-hmm.
all fight with us, and we just want to keep that going. We all here for the
Respect.
boys.
Okay. I like that. I like that. You good, Lex? You got anything?
I'm
You
good.
gonna let her run it? Okay. All right. Well, that was pretty much everything, man. That was some great content, some great stuff from y'all, and I think it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out great. But before we go, I want to do two things before we go. I know y'all got to get up out of here, but I just wanted to share these observations and experiences I had with y'all, and real quick. And then also I want to give y'all the floor if there's anything that we didn't touch on that you want to say or any shout outs, anything. I want to give y'all the floor to
Coach
be able
Shiz
to
a
do that.
nut. Coach Shiz
Hey
a nut.
you, hey you, get him out of here. So I'm gonna go in line. So I'm gonna start with you, Coach Mott. My first time meeting you was when we came down to the field. Me and my crew at the time, we came down to the field to do the interview. We interviewed Coach Shiz. We interviewed a few of the players at the time and also the president. My observation of you was at the time not knowing it was your son. I thought it was just a kid that you were just helping out at the time, but come to find out it was your son, right? But nonetheless, I got a chance to I had to run across the field to go get like a battery out the truck for the camera. And in the midst of that, I caught your conversation with your son. I don't know what, maybe he made a mistake, maybe he missed the play. I don't know what it was, but the conversation I caught with you was the conversation of getting back from that. Okay, it happened. And you wasn't yelling at him or nothing. You were talking to him like, it happened. So now we're gonna leave it in the past and we're gonna get past it and we're gonna keep pushing. And I just thought that was so. First off, as a father myself, and I'll tell you, as a young man who didn't have a father, right? Just seeing that interaction and that exchange, I knew I was able to identify it even from the outside that it was something very important in that young man's life. And again, like I said, I didn't know. I just happened to walk into it. And then come to find out, these are, you one of the coaches and you also have a son on the team. But that was like one of the first observations. And then even learning your story, how long you've been with the program, the ups and downs. And then you finally got a chance to get your championship, after all your attempts, right? So I just wanted to to give you your flowers for that because it's very important. Every aspect but I wanted to tell you from my perspective how important your input is, not only in your son's life, but in all these young men's life. So salute to you, Coach Mont. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Coach Tom, we I kind of like coming into this. I kind of knew you, but not knew you per se. Like you was one of those. You was a football player too. You had a name back in the day. So even in me playing football, people will always say, you don't know Tom Fontaine, Tom Fontaine. So you had a name. People knew who you was, right? So, but I never had the opportunity to really meet you until this aspect. And one of my observations for you was again that balance between you and your son. You follow me? So how you talked about how you like to handle being in that position. One of the things I observed, little Tom had got hurt. This was Chester. Chester, the makeup game when y'all played Chester, he got hurt. And I paid close attention to you and I felt for you because I know that's your son. But you also wanted to maintain. I also sense that you wanted to maintain the sense of and the idea of you being a coach there too. And it was just it was one of those situations where I'm like, I really wanted to kind of like get your insight, but you did it here without me ever having to ask you. You gave me insight, and it's something that I've been wanting to have understanding about for over a year now. But nonetheless, I commend you because it takes even in your approach that way is very helpful to your son. If you played that, what you called it daddy ball, that's not help. They ain't gonna help him out. They ain't helping him out. So in this position, when you go home, if you take your layer off, you take your coach hat off, you could be a little bit more open to who you are. But in this place, I think it's a great lesson for him. We don't want our kids to think, because my dad the coach, so everything gonna come to me, handed for me. I get it. And my point is, even in that moment, I saw you handle it to the top degree. I seen you handle being in that position to the top degree. You ain't me. I ain't gonna lie, Tom. I probably wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't have been as tough in that situation. You follow me? I would allow my emotions to take over, and then not even realizing how effective that might have been for my child at the moment. But it showed your level of discipline. You follow me? Which in turn is going to spill over to your son. You know what I mean? So even what you do with the kids, I see you. You say you an energy guy. You might even be a hard nose at time. I've watched you celebrate your kids. When it's time to celebrate them, when it's time to turn up, that's what you're doing. So even your balance in that sense, whereas like you set the tone. This is what I expect of y'all. All right, when y'all meet that expectation, we're gonna turn up. And I think that having that kind of discipline and that kind of balance is great, and is a great example for the young men. So I salute you for that, Coach Tom. Thank you.
I appreciate you, big good time. You already know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coach Q. So uh how I run into you is again having that opportunity to interview. Yes, I interviewed Little Q the first time we came down to the field, right? And again, I'm only person I really know down here is Shiz, right? That's the only person I have like real contact with. And so after those first group of kids that I interviewed, as I began to come to your games, by nature I began to pay attention to them. It was other players that I paid attention to, but definitely that group of 5 or 6 kids that I interviewed, I paid attention to them. And one of the things I noticed about Lil Q was he a dog. He a dog. People probably gonna try to test him because his size, right? But that boy a dog. I'm gonna tell you, the next day, I went to y'all played was it not the Wildcats? Was it the Wildcats? West Philly Cobbs Creek? What's that team? Y'all played that team. I saw him play, when he played safety with corner. Yeah, I seen him come from the defensive backfield and lay the smackdown on somebody twice his size. You follow me? So my point is, even in that, like that has that kind of what's the word I'm looking for? That kind of heart, I'll just say, it has to come from somewhere. That has to come from somewhere. So as his father, and then I watch how you handle him too. I watch you have a balance on having your son on the field, and then also making sure that you are very attentive to the rest of the crew. Again, like I said, at the championship game, it was a bunch of minor injuries, but minor injuries. And every time a kid had some type of I got all the pictures, bro. Like I got it all. You was right there.
Yeah.
You follow me? So I was so close that at one point you like somebody grab him, and instead of waiting for somebody to grab him, I just panicked and I grabbed the young boy and helped you move him. You follow me? You know what I mean? But my point was, I watched you. You're very engaged, not only with your game, and all of y'all. I will say this about all the coaches: the game doesn't consist of you're just every time we see Coach Mott, or every time we see Coach Q or Coach Tom, he off to the side with his son. No, y'all are fully engaged with all of the players. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things I admire about you, Coach Q, is that you have a great balance on not only making, working with your son and making him a dog, but also creating a balance and having, I watch like even little daps. So you do little daps with your players, walk up cool and shit. Like that stuff matter. You follow me? So I commend you for that, man. Good salute to you for that. And thank you, man. I appreciate you. Team moms, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? I'm having deja vu too. We did this already. I don't know what that was. I had deja vu, but nonetheless, team moms, I didn't have much context to y'all, really until now. I'm gonna be honest. I remember so at the championship game, I thought that the team moms, because I understand that responsibility, uh, 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 the things that you do behind the scenes, like you said, the business. That's a great responsibility. So I didn't realize that that is Lexington States. I didn't know that. I figured that out at the championship game, and now knowing and with all the things that you guys take on and that you endure, and knowing that y'all hold it down but mainly just two of y'all. I know that y'all is other people that might be involved, but you guys are the nucleus. I salute y'all for that. Being able to step aside, watch your baby become a man again. I ain't growing with no dad, so my mom was the same way. So I know what it's like. I know what those kisses and those. So I know what it means. I know what it's like. So I commend y'all for being able to find it within y'all to even want to work with the coaches, even wanting to put your sons in successful positions, seeking out, like you said, y'all called the coaches role models, seeking out role models for your sons and putting your sons in positions to be able to be successful in life in general, whether it be on the field or off the field. One of the things Coach Shiz and I mentioned was to us the importance of coaches into young men's lives, because not only for that, even with the fathers being there for that moment, the coaches are being that role model. In some instances, they might even be being like a father figure to the young men. So for you guys being mothers and being able to have that comfortability with putting your sons in that position, I commend you for that. Number one, and number two, being able to deal with Coach Shiz on a consistent basis. Y'all, I salute y'all. I salute y'all for that. So shout out to y'all, man, and it's definitely
easy. It's not
okay.
easy. It's very hard.
Okay. And I salute y'all because it's important. Everything that you guys bring to the table is important. And think about this, y'all. And I know I talk a lot. I'm gonna shut up. Think about the examples that you guys are setting for the children in general. Just through y'all interact. What are we're showing these kids what that interaction is supposed to look like. And you guys are whether right, wrong, or indifferent, you guys are showing them a way. You follow me? So salute to y'all for that. I commend y'all, man. Thank y'all for sitting here with me. And that was pretty much all I had for y'all. Is it anything I missed? Is there any shout outs, anything y'all want to leave off with? What you got, Coach Mott?
Yeah, I just want to highlight something that's powerful. So I want to talk to the Sharon Hill organization. I want to
Yes,
say
sir.
something about teen moms that I've watched that's powerful. And if I get emotional, it's because a lot of times people look at us as people who don't really care deeply. But I watch these teen moms, and there's also another brother here who's a father of a player that's on the team, Kevin,
Mm-hmm.
right? That
Mm-hmm.
I watch take care of the house, though he stays somewhere else. And my
Mm-hmm.
point is that these teen moms and him came together to keep these people these young kids eating, laughing, having fun, security wise, riding up and down the roads. Your kids are safe to come to the Sharon Hill Ramblers. Trust them on a trip outside of Philadelphia. They're well taken care of, even with prayer on top of that. That God is taking care of us down here. No major, no kids hurt. Kids are being taken care of. And that's what we try to get across to parents, that there's no people here that have that madness in a mom that will hurt a kid. We're dealing with kids on one-on-one basis and in group sessions. But these ladies took care of these kids from the time they stepped foot on the soil and before. Registrations, waiting for parents to bring money when they were supposed to bring it, and they didn't bring it on time. Even me. But I thank God for them and their temperance, because that's not an easy job. So kudos to our team, Mom.
Salute. I like that perspective. You gave a great insight and perspective there, Coach Mott. That was some good stuff. Thank you.
And to the brother that's here, the dad of KJ, hey, listen, and didn't mind making sure folks had something. See, the selfishness will kill a team or organization. You got people that's not selfish and they'll give up themselves. I call him coach. He says not. He said, but I guarantee you this, I'm on the scene, behind the scene, ready to do any and everything. So I thank
Salute.
God.
Word. Salute the coach. To the dad, to the father. Shout out to him.
Hey, I want to give a shout out. I know they don't hear me say it all the time, but I want to give a shout out to our kids.
And they off.
To our kids, you know what I mean? For all the people that come to our games and really watch our kid, we got some special kids.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Really,
sir.
really good. And we might not tell them that all the time, but we can't, because we don't want them to get too big headed and all that, you know what I mean? But
keeping them focused, disciplined. Yeah, I'm with you.
on this platform, I want to give a shout out to our kids, man. I just want to tell them to make sure they take every opportunity that they can to build themselves to the grown men that we want them to be, and
Yes, sir.
themselves. So I'm shouting out our team moms too. I always shout out our team moms. I love our team moms. I love Stacey. Yes. I mean, all day, but I'm shouting out our youngins today.
Shout out to the fellas, man. Shout out to them. Yep.
Sure.
It's hard to beat those days. Like they coming off.
They knocked it out the park. Yeah.
It's like they knocked everything out the park. But again, definitely shout out to them because they put up with a lot. A lot of things, like Coach Mott said, I'm really on a lot of things only because I'm doing a lot of stuff off. Yeah. So
yes, sir.
I make them hold it down when I do be needing to help me out. And, I'm just glad we all a family. Glad everybody comes together and everybody makes things work, no matter what the circumstance. In-state, out-state, cold, hot, rain, snow, whatever. Everybody come together and realize that it's the bigger picture about the youngest. So shout out to everybody, I guess, the parents, the coaches, the kids, everybody that represents Sharon Hill Ramblers. The right way, shout out to them.
Word. Shout out to those people, man. Good stuff, y'all.
Shout out to you too, Big.
There you go. There you go. Thank you.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, man. I'm just trying to make it work, make it make sense, man. Shout out to y'all though for giving me the opportunity, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no
Without y'all doing what y'all do, I can't do what I do. So shout out to y'all, man.
No, we appreciate it, man.
Yes,
word. Thank you. Team Moms, what y'all got?
This is the part where we gotta thank the coaches.
Get them.
All right, thank you to my coaches, I guess. Like, no. I'm the emotional one. I get emotional. I do want to sit there. From Shiz, from Nayu, he has been a father figure to my son. When my son, I start crying. When my son,
you gonna make me cry, chill.
No, I do. I be trying not to. When my son thank people, he thank his mom, his grandma, and his coaches. That's who he looks up to. He can't stand them, but that's who he rather be with.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Mott, I thank you for putting in the effort for all these boys. You're a little more seasoned than us, so
Mm-hmm.
they don't understand the aspect and everything that they gain from you. When they get older, they're going to appreciate every single thing you say. You might not see it now. You might think they picking or they do things, but they listening. Trust me, they listening.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Tom, you my brother. Yeah, you my brother. That's my dog right there. Anytime
Sure.
his whole family accepted all these kids. I know Terrence, my son, Sadar, my nephew. I can speak for them personally because they're mine.
Mm-hmm.
He took them from us. I got them. He made y'all do what y'all want to do. I got them. They with us. His family embraced all our kids as their Coach Q. I don't never gotta worry about anything happen to my son. I know that same type of spirit I had, it's going to be there, whether I'm there or I'm not there. He gonna have a full report. Anything happens to anything, he gonna have a full report, full detail. What happened? What time it happened? How long they was out to play? They came right back in 3 plays later.
Word.
My dog.
That is stitching.
I'm about to cry. I'm really about to cry. Like, I love you. I love you so.
I'm really grown.
Damn, y'all gotta chill, dog. Y'all gonna have me crying.
No, I love you so much. You balance me. You make me tough when I don't need to be tough. When I should be tough. You make me soft when I gotta be soft. You pray with me. People don't pray. You pray with me. You pray for me. And I love you. I'm sorry.
You okay? You okay? You good? You good?
I'm good.
You good? You good? You good? You good? Mm.
I just love everybody, and I love the fact that I get in my ways, and you still there. You never leave me when I'm unavailable. You make sure my son is available to do what he gotta do. I just love you.
I love you, Steve.
Wow.
So, as y'all can see,
Sheesh.
she's soft. I ain't
Ah.
trying here to nurture her. I'm a big dog.
Y'all got me all emotional.
She got a tear. She got a tear right here, right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna cry. I
That's
ain't
what.
gonna cry. I love you, Stacey, though, for real. I'm gonna shout out the kids as well, though. Like, this world these days, they face a lot, and to have somewhere to go, a let out, it's like it means something. It might mean something more than to other kids or whatever like that. But for them to go somewhere and fight somebody, like they say, with your shoulder pads and your helmets, leave it on the field. Like, kids these days, they don't reach the age of 12. They don't have sports. They don't have systems. They don't have support. They don't even have a mom. Not even the male figures. They don't even have moms in the cribs with them to raise them. So shout out to them. They taking on a coach mind attitude, a coach Shears attitude. They can look forward to a coach uh,
Cute.
Coach Q to pick them up off
Yeah.
the field. They look forward to that. 9 times out of 10, them kids drop into the floor so Coach Q could come out there for them. That's what they looking
Because
forward to.
they need that. Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
need it. They need the tough love from Tom. Like, they need that. Like, Tom really don't. I don't care. Let them do whatever. Whatever happens, happens. They gotta go out there to figure out what's going to happen. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to them boys. I love y'all. I love the coaches. I love y'all. Right?
Word. Word. Word.
Appreciate it.
Thank y'all, man. That was some good stuff, man. Again, thank y'all for even coming to share y'all points of view and y'all stories with me, man. This is some great stuff, and it's probably, like I told Shiz, this will probably be the beginning of something new. This was the first time that I've done something like this, and I haven't ever seen anything like this, period. So we might be on to something with this, y'all. So thank y'all. And yeah. So, and if I'm available, I'm around, I stay in close contact with Shiz. If y'all got any ideas y'all want to share, if I could be of any help with anything that you guys got going on, y'all know to tap in with me and we gonna make it work, man. Other than that, that's it, man. That's all I got. And this is the Young Black and Gifted podcast. That was the 12U WolfPack, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Underrated ladies.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Underrated ladies.
Young, black, and gifted. We do it for the culture.